CNN President Jeff Zucker has abruptly resigned after acknowledging a consensual relationship with a coworker.
Jeff Zucker says in a statement he revealed his relationship with a coworker when he was asked about it as part of an investigation into former anchor Chris Cuomo, who was fired for helping his brother, then New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, during a sexual harassment investigation. Zucker says he was required to disclose the relationship when it began, and he was wrong for not doing so. Zucker has served as president of CNN Worldwide since 2013. I'm Margie Zaraletta.
And on Wall Street, stocks higher, the Dow up 140 points. And the NASDAQ also 40 points higher. More at townhall.com.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
I would like to personally invite you out to the Blue Family Fund Casino Night. An evening of all your favorite casino games, next-level auction items, great music, and an open bar. February 26th, 7 p.m. at the beautiful TX Whiskey Ranch in Fort Worth, Texas. All proceeds from the evening will benefit families of first responders. You need to get your tickets today at bluefamilyfund.org.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Welcome. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to share all the crazy stuff that has just transpired in the last 5 minutes of the show. Literally did a whole system update in literally 5 minutes, and it was crazy. Anyways, I am Greg McBrayer, spiritual life coach and human being who unconditionally loves you because I choose to. So today I've got my man Ethan McBrayer on. You notice the name? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's my cousin, and he's just got such an amazing head on his shoulders. Always seeking to find more of himself, and that's the whole thing we're talking about today. In You Can't Control Me. So we're really gonna get into what are those things that we let control us. When in fact that's not really the path that we want to take, or the way that we want to live, that kind of thing. So Ethan, go ahead and introduce yourself. First time on the radio, my man.
Oh yeah, it's exciting, quite exciting. Yeah, my name's Ethan McBrayer. Right now I go to Texas Tech University. I'm majoring in electrical engineering, and I'm really excited to be on this podcast, talk about things. I think I have a lot of good points I can bring up. Excited to talk about it.
Awesome. So we had a conversation the other day, just kind of chatting it up about today's show, and I feel like you had a really good point when you were talking about like the difference in kind of like ideologies. Which one is the predominant? Which
Mhm.
one should I follow? Um, which one's right? Which one's wrong? That kind of thing. And it kind of goes in along lines of those underlying, hey, do this, hey, do that kind of pressures that we have as a social society.
Mm.
Um, so like I'd love for you to kind of go into that and kind of share that. I guess it'd be again, but hey, it's all new. We're living the now, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, I mean, what part do you want to talk about? Because I mean, there's so many rabbit holes to go down with this topic. You know what I'm saying?
So
Um,
honestly, the first one that pops in your mind, man, like the burning question.
Running question. Well, I want to go back to maybe start off with what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about, manifesting versus, what was the other one we talked about? We're talking about manifesting and then free will. That's what it was.
Right, right.
So, it's like things in life. I mean, it depends how you look at every event in your life. If you think we don't have free will and that everything is just made to happen already, then I mean, it almost puts you at like a state of mind where you know, you don't care about anything. You're not either you can take it a positive way with free will. You know, I can do whatever I want, whatever it's made to happen. No worries. Something bad happens, everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And then, but then it goes to manifesting. I want to be able to manifest what happens to me in the future, which I feel like we definitely have the power to do that. But we were talking about like, is there a mixture of these two ideologies? Where I'm not sure. I mean, you brought up a good point earlier. What was it? Talking about the mixture
So
between these
the
two.
mixture between oh, hold on. I think my girl Diana is on. Awesome sauce. Oh, wait. No, maybe. This has been, like I said, this has been a amazing, like it's been a show in itself, just like the
Oh
behind
yeah,
the scenes today.
that's
Okay, so she's
I
got
feel
it.
that.
It's been great. It's been great, but it's been a
I
fun
feel
wild
that.
ride. So I love where this went. This is great. Um, so the mixture between those two, like for me, is manifesting is the now. For me, like I
Mhm.
see that as, you right now is the only thing that you can actually experience, right now. But our beautiful imagination, the most powerful, you know, I guess entity in itself on earth is that imagination because it can create anything. So it's the imagination that's
Mhm.
I feel like that's the key to manifesting, but then how that connects to a, like, everything happens for a reason kinda thing. I mean,
Mhm.
what if and this is just like I said, I'm just speaking from a point of the way that I see it, but what if, every single thing that you've experienced in your life was somehow your choice? What if everything that in your life was exactly what you wanted to experience, to learn, to experience, to move through this life as a human?
Mhm.
'Cause we all have this part of us that is, kind of like the watcher behind the eyes, right? Your
Mhm.
imagination, the soul, the source energy, whatever you wanna call it. It's called a whole
Mhm.
bunch of different things. But that part right there, that part it goes beyond like a physicality, goes beyond a limiting of anything, right? So
Mhm.
what if that right there, that consciousness is exactly what is experiencing this life, and it's all by choice of said consciousness. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
can
it
I
kinda
can see where
marries
you're
both
coming
of them.
from.
You're choosing your reality,
Mhm.
and the path that you've chosen has been your choice, but you're also manifesting everything that you're
Are
allowed
you
to
saying you
manifestation.
think previous life it was chosen? Is that what you're saying? Or right now we're making choices
Right now,
that
like, right
right now?
right
Okay.
now, like, in this moment, we're
Mhm.
creating reality, that
Okay.
the consciousness that we
Mhm.
are creating reality, and the only reason that I come from that standpoint is it makes sense when you look at our central nervous system, all of the millions of nerve endings that we have all throughout our body that are capable of feeling all sorts of crazy sensations. Hey, Diana, yay!
Hello there.
Oh my goodness gracious, what's up, girl? Oh wait, so we're getting the audio getting set up. Okay, this is great. I'm telling you, this is a wild ride. Ride the wave. Ride the wave.
It is wild. That it is.
So man, I seem to derail my train of thought. It's okay. I'll come back. Oh
You're
yeah,
talking about the central nervous system.
yeah. That was cool. We kind of clicked at the same time. Did you notice
I
that?
know. That was...
Yeah. So yeah, the central nervous system. I mean, each and every nerve ending is capable of feeling in multiple different ways, right? And that's all communicating to our brain, right? It's all the hub of the central nervous system, right? And that's where we're able to feel, we're able to understand what sight is, because what you're looking at right now, you're only looking at it because you have eyes, you know? You're only knowing that it exists because you have a sensory nervous system. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Therefore, the consciousness that's controlling the sensory nervous system, that's experiencing it, I feel it makes sense for that is the source of your path, your creation. You're creating every
Absolutely.
single thing, every single moment. Does that make sense?
Because I mean, it's you're the soul in this vessel. So
Right, exactly. Okay. Diana's popping back on, but I wanna hear more about what where you're going with that. Like, what does that feel like for you? You know, like what does that feel?
what does that feel like? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It can go many ways. I mean, it depends what we're talking about. It's your conscious in your own body, and I mean, I believe that you choose your reality. And I mean, how do you exactly feel about that? I'm kind of curious about your standpoint about how you feel about that.
Well, so are you talking about being able to choose the reality that you have? Like choose,
Yeah, like how much control do you think you have over that?
I feel like I have total control over it. And in the way of I have total control of the way that I feel. Because for me, again, the way that I understand it is that everything that we feel is real, you know? Hey, we can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Oh, yay.
Awesome.
Very nice. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Good.
What's up, girl?
What's
So
up?
this is my co-host Diana. She's back. I'm loving it. So Diana, we just to catch you up real quick, we're talking, we kind of like went crazy off sideways and now we're riding this awesome wave of consciousness. But so we're talking about like your will to create your reality, you know,
Or if you don't have the will to do that. If you maybe you don't.
What that is.
Okay.
And
But let
basically
me
just
see if I
3
can
points on it.
turn landscape now.
So when you think of that, what comes to mind when you're thinking of, can you truly create your reality, or is there some other factors that are, you know, bothering that or affecting it? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So like creating your reality as like, just making sure you're projecting out there what you want, what would make you happy, what would help you to be able to live your best life.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Like how
Are
do
you
you
bald? That
I
really
am.
distracted me. Okay. I'm sorry. I completely probably
Yeah.
missed quite a bit of that because I was like, he's bald.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that.
What?
yeah, I shaved it off. Well, let me rephrase. Christina shaved it off last night, so I was like, "Yep, I gotta
Wow.
clean it up." Clean it up.
How does that feel?
I love it. Oh
You
my
love
God.
it?
I absolutely love it. Like, I mean, when I first did it, my hair was going back, and I had some length on it a little bit, and I was like, I want to do this again. I want to cut my hair again. So that's why I shaved it last night. So yeah, it's pretty
I think you
freaking
pulled off.
liberating.
I think you pulled off.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It totally threw me off. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you come on late. I'm sorry about that too.
Hunter told me that he was like, when he first saw it, he was like, please tell me that you're gonna paint an arrow on your head. Please do
Oh,
that.
that'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool.
I know. And I'm, like, you just hang around, stay tuned, follow.
You look like the Avatar.
Absolutely. I'm gonna,
I love the Avatar.
Yeah, it's
That's funny.
Just watch out. I'm gonna be flying everywhere. It's gonna be crazy. Watch out. Anyways,
all right.
well,
So yeah, let's get back on track. Sorry about that.
Hey, that's the beauty of this show. That's what it's about. It's about riding the wave. Riding the wave.
Yeah, you kind of have to. You can't pressure anything.
Exactly. You have to
That's
allow
right.
conversation.
Boom. Look at you. By the way, Ethan, tell everybody how old you are, please.
18.
18.
I'm 18.
I love it.
Still got a little bit till I turn 19.
And what a beautiful conversation you're having, at 18 years old. That's pretty cool. Really cool.
It's interesting.
It is very interesting. So, when I think of purposeful creation of reality, first thing that comes to mind is the way that I feel, because feel is the way that we exist. That's the way that we know things are real, and we can see that that doesn't have anything to do with physicality, because we can experience a dream where like we're in a cold place, or we're like running or in danger, and we wake up terrified or cold or sweating. We have physical representations of simply the way that our mind was working, the way that we were feeling in our mind. So all those sensories that we were talking about earlier, it all links to the mind. And for me, like, that's the truth in creating reality, is creating the reality that you feel good about. And it's not about changing anything outside of you. It's about building deeper relationship with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because at that point, I mean, shoot, I was mad running. I was going like as fast as I could without drawing too much attention to myself. Coming over here, I was like, I had thoughts like, oh my gosh, I am late for my own damn show. What the hell? But then then it's like, oh wait, I rested in the feeling and said, I don't want to feel anxious about being late for my own damn show. I want to
Right.
laugh about this because this is
the
funny.
only reason no one's making you feel like that, only yourself.
Exactly.
Only yourself. I mean, what else is?
Right. That's a beautiful point. So can you pinpoint a time in your life where like that understanding that like, wait a minute, I'm doing this, like where that clicked?
Absolutely, I can pinpoint a time. So whenever I was playing football at Alito, and I was about to start, right before the season when I tore my ACL, I thought the world was over when I heard I tore my ACL. I was destroyed. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was like, oh, college football is done for me. I moved schools almost for no reason. I mean, it's the end of the world, and I really that kind of sunk in. It kind of made me slow everything down and realize what I did have and what I could appreciate. And I think that's definitely was a big eye opener. Almost like it was a good thing that it happened. Yeah, it was very bad. Almost like it was a good thing because I could slow down and really control how I feel about it.
Do you feel like it was
positive things?
Do you feel like it was almost a good thing, or it was a good thing?
I feel like it was just as much of a good thing as it was a bad thing, because I was terrible, but also it came with a very good thing. I mean, yin yang.
I love it. I like yin yang. I love that.
Yeah, everything always has its negative and positive to everything, I feel. So
yeah, Absolutely.
But it's when you focus on the negative that it continues to just escalate more negatively, right? Like more negative starts to be attracted to it because now all that's being portrayed is the negative thoughts of it instead of putting the positive towards it, like what we were talking about yesterday.
Exactly. Like that that imagination that we have, that amazing pesky imagination that we have. You know?
Yes.
That whole like the bringing the good with the bad. You know, it's trippy to me to kind of play with the idea that the good and the bad are my creation. That the perception of bad is only because I say it's bad, and strictly only because I say it's bad, you know, and playing with that idea to the furthest it can go, because that's kind of like that's how I live. I just go, let's go to the very furthest that we can do this, you know, to experience. But what's interesting is when I play with that thought, it always brings me back to a point of like, wow, this understanding of like cosmic responsibility. You know, like, wait, I am truly in charge of me. You know, like I'm truly the center of my life. Like I wouldn't have a life. I wouldn't have any of these experiences if I didn't have this body. And it's the only reason that I'm being able to experience life in this manner. So, wow, that's pretty cool, you know, like
Yeah.
let's play with this now, you know, and it becomes like
I mean, yeah, you have a
games.
lot of power to do that, and a lot of people don't use it. I mean, I feel like a lot of society today is very distracted by it. I feel almost purposefully. I mean, with your phone, with all that, and I think it's very important to express that to other people. Like right now, like what you're doing with the show. I think that's awesome.
Appreciate that, man. You know, you mentioned you feel it like some of it's purposely. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about like the seemingly, well, I mean, it's blatantly like programming that we have? What do you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, there's so many ways. I mean, I feel like, I mean, they give you your phone, they distract you with social media to maybe make sure that you're always looking up to something. You're always wanting something else, something better, looking at the person in front of you, not focusing on yourself, which I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's what's going on. I mean, you go on Instagram and you see these people with so much money and it's promoted so much. I mean, it's just I don't know. There's so many ways to go about it. I mean, maybe that's not how it is. Maybe that's not how it is. I mean, how can you think of any examples?
Diana, what do you think?
So, sorry, my dogs want my attention really bad. So yeah, I think that, you know, just well, first of all, I have a question for you. So, like, where did you learn how to have this kind of mindset already? Was there something that you watched? Sorry to kind of change it a little bit, but I'm very
Me or
curious. Yeah.
Greg?
Yeah, no, you, Ethan, because you do have, I feel like you're on the right track, and it seems like you've already started to kind of understand how to have the power to, you know, be able to control your mindset and be able to not focus so much on the negative. But I mean, your ACL story for one, like I would feel like that was a pretty good one right there.
That was definitely the start of it. Started
Yes,
me really
absolutely.
realizing more important things of reality. But actually, it's kind of funny. My friend showed me this guy on TikTok. Actually, his name's Real Chosen, and I mean, at first I kind of watched
Greg,
it. I
write
was
that
kind
down.
of
I am.
oh, trust me. That's all. That's literally all I can think of. I literally just him. I would watch his videos all the time, and he really inspired me and really opened my mind a lot to things. And then, you know, I've showed other people it, and then, I mean, he's very puts everything into perfect words. Like I could never do that. Like right now, it's hard to put things into words about this whole conversation, but I mean, he does it a different way. So you definitely need to look into him.
Absolutely.
Well, if you keep practicing like this and you keep listening to him, I'm sure it will start to resonate with you more, and you'll be able to really start having the the verbiage. Because I mean, even for me,
Yeah.
Greg gets on to me all the time because I would have said something like, wait, what did I say a couple of days ago? I said that I said try. There's no trying, you just do and you just allow. And so I know that. And even though like I listen to this and I meditate and I do all of these things that are, helping me grow in my spirituality and in having the right mindset for myself and being able to grow as the being that I want to be and that I'm choosing to be, just learning how to not use those words it's going to be one of those things that's going to continue to happen, but it's just knowing that you have the control to be able to create this everyday occurrence where you remind yourself, like with him reminding me of that. I would have, if he hadn't have been there, I probably would have reminded myself, but
Of course.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to lose that feeling. I mean, you get caught up with other things. I feel like I catch myself getting lost in certain situations where I'm like, dang, I'm upset about it. I'm like, I really have to focus in and like realize that I do have control over situations. And yeah, I think you definitely have to get reminded. I know if that's what you mean by that, I totally agree.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. That's exactly what I mean. What are you saying, Greg?
I was just pointing out, like you mentioned earlier, Ethan, like I could never do that,
I was going to go there, but you go ahead.
Like there's several things that I've said, oh my gosh, I can never do that. I mean, honestly, a radio show is one of them. It's things that I've like I know that I want to do, like I've always known that like, be on the radio would be cool, but then it's like, well, yeah, no, I'm just gonna get on and say a bunch of like Bob Dog Sideways 5, like nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but what practice really helped me do what I do and live the way I live is simply understanding that the only way to do is to do,
That's right.
I just actually just shot a video this morning about an anxiety that I felt about going live. I wanted to go live, but I was like, oh no. And I was like, why am I doing this? What is that? Where is that coming from? Oh wait, it was coming from a fantasy that I don't like. So let's change the fantasy. And so when I go live, I'm like, all right, I'm talking to me. Sweet. And that's pretty much how I talk, how I go about conversations. So dude, you have literally everything that you need to do exactly what you want to do, what like makes you feel good,
Yeah.
what moves you. You have everything you need right now. Like this second. The reason why you're video, dude. Like right now.
And to be so young and to know this stuff already, that's awesome. Like I didn't start really understanding any of this until I was in my 30s.
Heard that.
So
yeah,
I say 30s. Just gave my age away.
What do you think would be different? What do you think would be different if you knew this whenever you're my age? I mean, what do you think would be different?
I feel like I wouldn't have allowed a lot, because so for me, I had insecurity. I was very insecure with myself and with what I was capable of, and the reason I had that is because I allowed people in my life to have control over my feelings of who I was, right? And like what we're talking about, like that would be my story, is I allowed those people in my life to control my thoughts about myself, to control the feelings that I had for myself, instead of me taking control over that and being the person that I am today. I could have been this person maybe a lot sooner. Like, I mean, it is what if, so I don't really think too much about that. I just let that go, and a lot of it was family too. Like I had family members that had put me in that position and in that mindset. And I allowed that to happen because I didn't know any better. This is how it was basically, and it's like what I say all the time. I feel like we have been taught wrong for so long. We have been taught wrong. We've been taught to, have these negative thoughts or allow people to.
So sorry.
It's echoing.
Yeah, we'll come back after the break. We'll fix the echo. Sorry, guys.
All right. Thank you. We'll come back.
Here's a great way to
Can they still hear us, Greg?
solutions. If you take Viagra or
Oh.
Cialis, give you a way to pay as little as $6 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills for men and women to improve their sexual performance. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get only 100. You don't need to pay expensive prices for Viagra or Cialis. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Change your life for the better and have fun. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. That's 800-627-3988.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Was it all fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imagining?
Sure, I'm gonna fix it.
Got it. All right, we got an awesome expert here to fix it. So before we go any further, let me check this out. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Here we go. All right. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 days on TuneIn Radio Network. To listen, go to tunein.com, the free app. Our shows can be found on your favorite podcast, such as Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and check out our lineup and more on joeradio.com. Thanks for tuning in. Episode and more brought to you by Next Level Claims, making your insurance for you. Reach out to your sales rep, Nona Reed, at 848-394-4245. Boom. Guys.
A
Nailed
little bit of
it.
an echo still.
A little bit of echo still. Okay. How about
No,
now?
never mind. All good.
Okay, we're good. It's like, can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Good. I love it. So, we talked the first half of the show, and I went to Diana, like you were talking about, like kind of your struggle. Oh, okay, hold on. She's muted. Let's see. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I was like, you got me muted still.
You got it.
Hey, Diana.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to turn your show volume off. It's feeding back in through the microphone.
Okay, my show where is that located?
Do you have it playing somewhere?
No, it's just from my phone. I can turn my phone volume down. Would that help? Is that helping?
Headphones.
Yeah, you got earbuds.
Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit, not as much.
Oh wow, now I can't hear you guys though very well.
Well. Okay, you're
All right,
muted.
guys, let me fix this problem with her, and I just got to mute her while we fix it, okay?
All right, no problem. We'll get this all worked out. I love this show. This show has been so freaking awesome. Anyways,
It's awesome.
so
It's exciting.
when we talked the other day, we kind of talked about like some things that were kind of like big points in your life. that really kind of springboarded you towards introspection and looking within and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So you talked about the ACL. Like, what was the sequence of events after that? I mean, what was your
Yeah.
next kind of like eye-opening kind of thing?
So, mm, okay, so when I tore it, I thought I couldn't. There's no way that could be true. I was like, there's no way, and I really had to really come to myself and be like, well, something like it's gonna be different from now on. I got to change something. I have to deal with this. So, I mean, it really made me grow also, like getting back and working out, trying to get stronger, going through that. But also, it really made me. I really got started getting into music a lot more when I tore it.
Yeah.
So I started making music with my friends. I started bonding with my friends a lot more. I made me bond my parents more because I talked to them a lot more instead of always being out trying to focus on football here, football this. And it
Yeah.
kind of made me slow down and realize like, whoa, this whole football situation, sports in general is like it's a lot of it's almost like a distraction, like NFL, college football, like it's kind of a weird whole I don't know. It really made me it was an eye opener to see like I don't need this as I did like I thought I did before. So maybe I feel like that's how I feel about it.
I love
Mhm.
that. I love that. So, just curious, what do you feel like what is the distraction? Like how does the sports and that kind of thing, how do you feel that's a distraction?
How do I feel it's a distraction? I mean, there's so much money and there's a lot of money that goes into it. I mean, you open up your phone right now, you're gonna see something about Tom Brady or whatever, and then it really makes you jealous of these athletes that are already being set up to have this future. I mean, it's all kind of a rigged. I really looked into it because I was trying to find somewhere to play. I looked into it, and it is very rigged and a very not what you think it is. So that's kind of how I think it's. I don't know. So there's a lot more that I can't think of the top of my head, but that's definitely on the top of my head. That's how I feel
I love
about
that.
that.
It's raw.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I can definitely relate. I can definitely relate.
Mhm.
With kind of like it makes it really easy to kind of slide into, like focusing on outward, focusing on material, and focusing on like what is the status of my identity, like
Mhm.
who knows my
Mhm.
name, how much money do I have? It makes it kind of easy to
Exactly. That's exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
um I don't feel like it's like a bad thing, but it's very like I said, it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like all good traps, they're real easy to get into.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So in our society, like I mean, obviously you're in college right now.
Mhm.
So how do you feel that like the way that you see things and that kind of thing, how do you feel like that affects, your I don't know, the way that you go about in college? Do you kind of have a big group of people or do you have kind of stick to yourself?
No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, definitely more to myself and also a very small group of friends. And I mean, I realized like this is all I need. I don't really need to worry about this. I have to go out and show myself here to like have a better status, whatever. I'm like, I don't care about it. I'm not worried about it. I want to build a bond. I want to build a bond with my close friends, not try and have a very terrible bond with a bunch of people. I rather have really close bonds with a smaller group. And I feel like that's definitely where I'm at right now.
I love that.
Mhm.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. It's
Hey
funny
guys,
you
can you
say.
hear me?
Yes, yes,
Is there any kind of echo or reverb?
a little bit.
Yes, a little bit.
All right, testing it out, guys. Sorry.
I love it. Hey, isn't life a test or one big test? Like you gotta just
Yeah.
go see
Oh
if
yeah.
see
It's
go
driving
throw it
me a
in
little
the
crazy because I can't figure it out. All right.
By the way, Diana, your hair looks super cute right now. She's like, oh my goodness, stop it, stop it. I love it. I love it. So, so in that like that ideology. That's I wouldn't not even ideology. It's just the way that you like to exist right now. You know, feeling like, I've got my close friends, and my life is good. What's the next step for you? Like, what do you want to continue on this path of living the way that you want to live? What's the next step for you?
Good question that I do not have the answer to. Kind of just going with it, honestly. I mean, that's how it is. I'm not trying to look too far ahead. Don't want to look behind. Kind of just where I am in the moment. I feel like that's
Boom.
what I really try and focus on.
I love that. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. You know,
Hey,
the,
Diana, I got to interrupt
Mhm.
again.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. You're good.
Diana, can you use headphones?
I think she said I can try.
Or switch to your computer?
Okay. Well, I think
Sorry,
we're
guys.
it's all good. We're working this out. Like, we got this.
Mhm.
This is beautiful. And plus we're learning for future shows, so
Oh
this
yeah,
is
oh yeah. You have to go through it at some point.
exactly. Exactly. And it doesn't have to be painful. Um, so the being in the here and the now and practicing that. Um, when you
Okay,
find
I
yourself,
put it on speakerphone. Is that better?
oh, there we go.
That
Yeah,
is
Is
that's
that better?
perfect.
it's
Perfect.
Okay, it wouldn't let me put it on my headset, but it let me do it speakerphone.
boom.
It's perfect.
Yeah, because it was
So
meant
I
to
was
be.
gonna ask you really quick. I'm so sorry, Ethan. I had to be quiet for a while. You have to let me talk, Greg. I'm sorry.
You're good. Go for it.
Okay, so Ethan, like, do you play an instrument? Like you said, you do music with your friends. Like, what kind of music?
What kind of music? We make songs. Me and my buddies make songs. I actually have my roommate in the room right now. We just
So
mess
you,
around, make music. I play piano and guitar.
oh, I need a guitar player so bad.
That'd be pretty. Oh,
She's like you. So you road trip. Just come on down every the week on the weekends. From Tech, come down here to Burleson. Be all right. Band practice. Woo. Yeah.
Yes, well, Joshua,
perfect.
but yeah.
Whatever.
Perfect.
Cause same thing, right?
Yeah, basically.
I love it. I love it. That's
Heck
freaking.
yeah.
Mhm.
So are
Okay,
you self-taught?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
figured.
Mhm.
Your dad's also self-taught. I remember him
Oh
and I
yeah.
play or I try to play, he plays, and like going in the garage. So yeah, it's fun times. But so
Mhm.
with that, like, being in the here right now moment, that practice, because I feel like it's practice. What do you like? What's your practice when you find yourself in a situation that's like you really go very easily in a negative way, or could be very easily perceived in a negative way. Like something happens with your
Well, you came up with a really good, I mean, I feel like you described that situation the best. I mean, you told me you've gone through some really tough situations and you've found a light in it. So I think I can't really describe it any better than you do. So, I mean,
absolutely you
you
can describe it the way you do.
That's
I
right.
mean, try to find a light in this situation. I mean, I mean, I turn to my friends. I think I just know I can learn from it. Whatever it is, I know I can learn from it. And I also think it happens for a reason.
Mm.
I feel like I live by that. Those two things, I feel like are the main things. So
Uh,
anything negative happens.
it's
That's
kind of like
awesome.
Mhm.
underlying, like, no matter what, like, you have this underlying, like, I know that something good gonna come out of this. Like, I get it. Like,
Yes, like this
learn
is tough
something.
now. I feel like it'll be made up in the future for something positive. It'll equal out. So I gotta learn from it. Take as much as I can from it.
I love that.
Hmm.
That is
I
awesome.
absolutely love that.
Because it is. That's life. It is a learning experience.
Exactly.
Diana and I were just we're having a conversation the other day. Was it the day? I don't know. We were having a conversation one day, about, like, the, like, law of attraction, and like, directly manifesting that kind of thing. And I feel like right there, that what you just described right there is such a foundational part of it, because it has to be like,
Hmm.
it has to become like a knowing, not a hoping, but a knowing that,
Yeah.
yeah, this might look like a pile of shit right now, but it's gonna turn into something awesome. I have no idea what a pile of shit can turn into that would be awesome, but I know it's some crazy way this pile of shit's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go with it. I feel like that is like it's such a foundational part of it. I know that I've been frustrated in the past for like, oh my gosh, like I'm believing it, but it's like no, because every time I thought about like, hey, this is a good thing, I'm like, no, it's not. Like this
Yeah.
little voice, no, it's not.
Confusing the universe.
hmm
Exactly. What do you do with that little voice? Like, what's your practice?
Uh, that says the one that's saying that this is negative.
Yeah, like all the negative shit.
I mean, same. I mean, I feel like the same thing. I mean, there's no. I mean, you can't get rid of that. I mean, that's inevitable. That's gonna. You're always gonna have that mindset, the good and the bad. So I mean, I don't know. Kind of. I guess when I got injured, I was like, yeah, this is done. I'm done. But then, I mean, you just kind of have to move forward. I mean, you just gotta keep moving forward and you know focus on the positive things. You just gotta just get through it. Honestly.
Yeah. Let what is now
Yeah.
evolve into what you want. Let it
Yeah.
evolve.
In simple terms, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I love that. I
Mhm.
love that. And did you ever like want to do music? While you were in middle
Uh,
of football, like was music still like something that you like your
yeah,
passion?
absolutely. So, I mean, same situation, but I didn't really sit down and focus on it. Like I was, I mean, distracted, completely distracted, not worried about that at all. So, I mean,
Football.
it let me, yeah. After whenever that was gone, I was like, okay, now I have something else I can focus on. You know, I can redirect my energy to someone else. It could be a good thing. I feel like
Yeah,
it definitely has been.
that's what's
hmm
up. I mean, the creation of music, I mean, it awakens parts of your brain that like
I believe that.
physical exercise doesn't. So, you're literally playing with parts of your brain that are in that genius realm. So, it's creating through vibration. Pretty
hmm
awesome stuff. And the cool thing is
hmm
I feel like we all can do it. Like I feel like we all can make beautiful noises.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
Well,
anyway.
maybe.
So
Maybe.
Diana, I
Yeah.
want to kind of hear from you. So like, what are you feeling about like, honestly just how amazing this is to have a conversation of this caliber with I mean someone that's 18.
Well, I mean, I've always seen it as, Eh, I don't know. It's weird because, like, age is just a number. It is a number, but there
Absolutely.
is a development, a development that um and age does cause more wisdom, right? Like the older you get, the more wisdom you create, and the more knowledgeable you become in life and all of those things. So in my opinion, like just to be 18 and to be able to already be within that mindset of not allowing things to pull you down, drag you down, stay in a negative or depression, kind of a state of mind is awesome. That's awesome. Because again, like when I go back and I look at how I was and what my thoughts were when I was younger, it was, I always felt like a victim. I always felt like the victim, and that's like not something you want to feel like.
Yeah.
That's
hmm
not the right mindset to have, not at all. And I definitely don't feel that now. Now I am, a go-getter. I am motivated, and I know what I want.
You love
And
yourself.
so, yeah, and I love myself. I absolutely love myself. And uh, so to have that at such a young age, I feel is very, very awesome because you're gonna be able to experience life so in such a better way that I feel that I experienced it.
hmm
I love that. I love
I
that.
mean, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's really
Spot
what
on.
it stems from. And you'll
hmm
figure out what it is you want. Like, look, I'm in my 30 something. I finally figured out that, what I want to do, what I want from my life. And it took me a while because I'm one of those that I love doing everything. You can ask Greg. There's no job that I have not done. Okay.
Dan,
Seriously.
slow down.
I know, right?
Goodness. So
I'm
Ethan,
well versed and experienced.
what do you feel about that? Like, what do you feel
I feel
like
like
well, let me rephrase that. What do you feel like your impact could be for someone else that's hearing this right now?
I mean to realize that you don't have to. The earlier you figure this out, it's just a simple thing to make you happier. It's just so simple. Why not? Like, why not do it? But a lot of it's not many people know that something so simple and how powerful your mind can be.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't know it, so I think the sooner you know it, the better. So
Absolutely.
Yes. That's why we're
Agreed.
doing what we're doing right here. That's why we're on this show. So
absolutely, I think that's
thank
very
you for
smart.
watching, everybody. Like the 2 people that are
Yeah.
on and all the people that are gonna watch this. Millions. I'm telling you, millions of people are gonna see this show. So I'm just gonna let you know. So we're gonna check that
Okay.
from now till until it hits 1 million. And then I'm gonna go back
Okay.
on the
Well,
air and I'm gonna be like, see, it hit 1 million.
that'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be awesome.
But that's just possible though, it's raw manifestation of being here in the right now and being in the state of that you want to be in the right now. That knowing just like you were saying earlier, knowing that every single thing that you're going to experience is you're going to learn from it and you're going to grow from it and you're going to be better from it. Like that right there for me, I feel like that is the foundation of purpose life. You're literally creating reality. To go back to what we were
Yeah,
talking about in the first half of the show, like right there, that is how you're creating reality.
but
And
the
being
the
able to live your best life.
Hmm.
but the deal with that is that you got to do it every second of the day. You can't take
Yeah.
off any moment. Otherwise you'll just bring back the weakness. You have to continuously practice this
Mm.
always, and then it'll change your mindset. It's just like it's very tough. I feel like it's very tough, but you can't just do it here and there. You got to do it with everything.
You know,
Exactly.
you have such good wisdom there. And like I feel like that the tough part, it's not like for me anyways, it's not the like having to do it all the time because honestly, like I'm conscious of me like all the time. I
Hmm.
I want like I want to know exactly how I'm feeling all the time. Okay, I digress. There's sometimes like when I get upset with my wife or when I get upset with like kids or whatever or like you know tire blows out, those things are just like kind of thing. But being so
Hmm.
focused on myself, I'm able to like notice, hey, I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling, and back into exactly what I want to feel like. So, and
Hmm.
I mean, the practice of that's become like a pretty quick thing, for most of the
I
part.
think it's just being aware, like
It's
knowing how to be
exactly
aware of your feelings and your emotions and knowing when to be aware of that feeling if it is a negative and being aware enough and being able to change that mindset and allowing yourself to basically recognize it, allowing yourself to
Hmm.
change it and allowing yourself to move forward instead of going backwards. I think
right.
that is like the biggest uh, those are the best tools to use in
Hmm.
order to move forward
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Like
and to
you
be
said
aware.
earlier,
Oh, go ahead.
you get distracted from it. You can get distracted very easily. Like you were talking about earlier. I feel like that goes hand in hand.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. Because life is distracting, right? There's so many distractions that can pop up. Like one of the biggest distractions I feel that I've had to experience and had to learn from and not to allow to take over or control me was others, right?
Hmm.
I, I other people, I feel like they can have a very big impact on your mindset if you allow them to, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when I take it back down to the simplest, like I said earlier, like when I have an idea and I start playing with the idea, I want to take that idea to like the furthest my imagination can imagine it, right? So
Mhm.
when I take the idea of like, you know, why are like the positive and negative kind of thing. Like, this pissed me off, this didn't. This makes me happy, this makes me mad. When I take it down to the very, very depth of like how far I can use my imagination with it, I always come to the conclusion, or that like I can't look away. That wait a minute, I did that. Okay, I did that. That's me. I raised my hand. I did that. And it's like, and then it's like I forgive myself. Then I'll, if I mean, it's like I said, like if I'm snappy at my wife or whatever like that, which happens, like, what, I'm bad, my bad. I'm sorry about that. That's me, my bad. And that's the kind of thing. And then at that point, the memory of it, or like the guilt of it, memory's there, but the guilt of it is because I don't have to feel guilty. I'm the one that did it. So like I'm the one that can choose whether I feel good about it or not. And that's like cosmic responsibility that I was talking about earlier. It's like if only like even like a third of us all would choose. That's all it is. It's just a choose to purposely live the way that they truly want to live, which I feel like, I mean, you got to go back to your roots where you came from when you're a baby, and then live that way. I feel like the world would change like freaking quick.
Absolutely.
Like it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy because you
It'd
can't
be-
stop. You can't stop energy. You can't stop it. Energy.
No,
It would be interesting.
Yes. I mean,
it would be.
I'll be honest. That's the whole reason why I'm on the show right now. It's the whole reason why
Mhm.
I do what I do, and
I
I say
remember
what I
you
say.
and me and Hunter had a deep conversation about that.
Yeah. Actually, right here in this studio, that was pretty cool. I can't
Mhm.
wait. I can't wait for you to
Mhm.
actually like come to like be in the studio and have that experience, because it's kind of cool.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
It's interesting to like hear your voice, so I'm pretty sure that you're gonna really enjoy that.
Okay. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that does sound cool.
Yeah.
Some week I will.
Very soon,
Absolutely.
I think. But
Mhm.
so to end it off, I want to ask you a question. Do you find yourself fulfilled with who you choose to be?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like every choice I make the entire day is so that I can have that feeling. Every single thing I do is so then I can have that feeling. So absolutely. Absolutely.
Aha,
Mhm.
I love that.
I love it. That's awesome.
That is absolutely amazing. So for all the people that are listening right now, this is exactly the energy that we love to share, and this is the energy that we live every single day. You know, for everybody that's listening, I give you a question. Why not live the way that you would rather live? And all the reasons why that just pops in your head, I want you to really think about each and every one of those reasons. Like really think like, is that something that I'm choosing to like put in front of me, or is that something that is actually in front of me? I think that you might find that every single one of the limiting things that just popped in your head right now are things that you put there. So if that resonates with you, then take that and run with it, and go within yourself and be who you want to be. Love who you are, because you deserve it. Anyways,
And
guys,
not listen to other outside influences.
yes,
Yes.
listen
That
to
most
you.
yeah, most definitely.
Ignore those and just listen to you, who you are, what you want.
Mhm.
Love you so much, guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Diana. Y'all amazing.
Bye, thank you.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Ethan. It's good talking to you again.
Bye. Mhm.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.